Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm really excited to chat with you. Also, I want to thank you guys all for watching my apartment tour video. I really hope you liked it. It was super fun to make. I've been wanting to make that video for a long time, so thank you to everyone who watched and gave feedback. That means the world to me, and I hope you guys like my new sunglasses. Okay, so I hope you liked that little fit check moment. I want to start adding fit checks at the beginning of my videos because fashion is a big part of my life and I rock a lot of cute outfits, and I was like, I want this to be part of my YouTube adventure. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, today's video is all about how to embody the version of yourself that you want to be by making certain choices when it comes to your daily routine and lifestyle, and how to stay that version and make the correct choices for you. Now guys, recently I pretty much changed, well, over the past few months, I've pretty much changed almost everything about my daily routine, including my lifestyle, my habits of relaxation, my mental thought processes, and also even the way that I eat and exercise. And it's made a huge difference in helping me feel like I'm being dedicated to being the best version of myself and the version of myself that I want to embody and embrace. This is so important, and I'm going to explain why. As human beings, we get very mental and stuck in our heads, especially when it comes to our patterns in our daily life and how they're connected to past versions of ourselves. Let's say that you really enjoyed eating the same thing for dinner every single night for years, and maybe you really preferred one type of food or type of snack or whatever during a very specific point in your life, okay? And let's say that during this point in your life, you were going through something tough. So now every time you revisit that snack, you're reminded of those memories. Now this is just like a simple kind of silly example, but that really is what keeping the same routines over and over again for years can do to your brain and your psyche when you are leveling up and changing in different ways, but then part of you is still repeating the same physical patterns and choices. It can really subconsciously, even if like you're not doing this on purpose, take you back to those memories and then make you feel connected to that old energy. So sometimes it's a good idea to venture out into the unknown and be brave and just completely reset almost everything. Now guys, you can start by one little thing. That's what I did. When I first moved into this apartment, I started doing something I never did before to relax at the beginning and the end of the day, and that is take a relaxing bubble bath. Now I know that sounds like such a small, simple little thing, but I never had a bathtub in my old apartments, and I finally had one for the first time, and I was like, you know what? How would it feel to pamper myself with a luxurious bath every single night, or some mornings just to wake up? And guys, I'm telling you, I felt like a new person after doing it one time. I was like, wow, I deserve to like feel this sense of pampering, relaxation, luxury. I deserve to do it for me on the regular. And I started to really value how that felt for myself. It didn't feel like a reward or something that needed to be earned. It felt like something that I deserved. And now it's a daily part of my favorite way to relax and wind down or start my day. And I'm only giving this example because we look at these little decisions each day and we think that they hold no value, but really they're so much more powerful than we think. Another example I want to give is, what do you do first thing in the morning? When you wake up, when you jump out of bed, what do you do? Do you doom scroll social media? Well, old me would do that a lot. I would wake up, the first thing I would do is I would jump on my phone, I would scroll through all the apps, and I would just kind of like lazily ease into my day by looking at content. Guys, I've decided to stop doing that, and instead I'm like, what does the desired version of myself do now? The version of myself that loves herself, pours into herself first thing. Is she obsessed with what other people are doing with their lives first thing in the morning? Or is she easing into her day, making sure she starts the day off feeling like a queen and refreshed and ready to conquer the day? So I started, instead of looking at my phone, I won't even look at it, and I'll do a gentle early morning stretching yoga routine. I found this video on YouTube, I really loved it, and I was like, okay, this is a really good thing to try out. And it helps me start my day in a more positive headspace, feeling like I am pouring love into myself first and not affected by anything else. So if you're like, well, how do I figure out what those things are for me? I'm not telling you to do exactly what I did. sit with a piece of paper and write down, imagine your most amazing version of yourself, the version of you that you want to be, that you strive to be, or maybe that you already are now and you want to stay that version. Say, what does this me do? How does this me like to wake up every day? How does this me like to end every day? What does this me eat? What is this version of me? What is their diet? What are their concerns about beauty and health and fitness? How does this version of me dress? What does this version of me do to have fun and let loose? They're all really important questions to ask yourself. And I think that journaling about it or writing a list is a really good first step. I've discovered that my most confident version of me loves to dance in the kitchen alone. I love making dinner and then putting on a good song and just like vibe into the music and dancing for no reason. I love dancing by myself in my kitchen. It's just the thing I love to do. And it really hypes me up. It makes me feel confident and good about my body and my energy in general. And that is something that I've been embracing now for years. So what does your version of you like to do? Write a list, even put it into categories. What is your diet? What's your fitness routine? What do you do first thing in the morning? What do you do at night before bed? How do you have fun? How do you stay in shape? Figure out what that is for you and really prioritize, like, what would this version of you that you strive to be, what would they care about? I know that I want to treat myself like the best version of myself. I started pouring so much love into my daily beauty and skincare routine, guys, and not only do I look and feel a million times better, but it is a part of who I am now. I used to wear like the same freaking face lotion every day since I was like a teenager, okay? And finally I was like, no, Kelly, it is time to learn about new skincare routines, new beauty products, and really invest in yourself. And I was like, because my beauty and my confidence is worth it. I am worth these changes. I'm worth sticking to a steady beauty routine. And I prioritize that now, and it's an amazing feeling. So remember, the little decisions you make each day really, really matter when it comes to your happiness. And if you keep clinging onto old patterns, you're never really gonna be able to level up. I know it's all about embracing the energy, and it's like, okay, as long as you feel like you are the best version of yourself, you will be, but the choices you make in reality do matter. They do factor in, and they are important. So try it out, make a little list, change your routine even drastically if you have to. You will see the differences, and especially on a day when you're struggling mental health wise, if you could prove to yourself that you could stay true to those routines and those patterns, you'll be reminded that nothing gets in your way. You're sticking to your routine, you're sticking to your choices, and you are now the best version of yourself, no matter what day you're having, because you are pouring that love into being that version. So I was just sharing some personal experiences. I hope that helped you guys and resonated. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys again in the next video. Remember, you can do anything and you can be anyone that you want to be, and in fact, you deserve it. So I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. All the love. Bye.